what are we supposed to do as honorable members? And we are given powers to do whatever it means to eliminate those who disrespect in this house, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, like Chief Oruru Rhodes is giving this house hard time to get the information. Cannot even pick, Honorable Speaker.
You cannot bring up the name for such a person without a substantive motion, and you know very well.
We are on the Speaker, we are guided, we are on the motion, on the Speaker, we are on the motion, and I'm moving the motion on the Speaker, because according to the order paper on the Speaker, we are on the motion, so on the Speaker. Allow me to move the motion. I move the motion. It's not necessary that I write the motion as Speaker. I am very intelligent to move the motion. The motion, we are on the start.
Information, Mr. Speaker. Information, Mr. Speaker.
What is your point of information?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member who has just exited the floor knows that there are motions, unless it's on a personal statement, any motion to be moved in this honorable house, HBC must be informed, Mr. Speaker.
Information on the Speaker.
And Mr. Speaker, as such a pertinent motion, Mr. Speaker, should be approved by the Speaker to be read in this honorable house. So, thank you, Mr. Speaker, because you've guided the honorable member, as seasoned politician, who started from nomination to be elected, Mr. Speaker, that he can mislead the House by moving. That is, you must move that in your bedroom with your wife, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Information is somebody from knowledge deficiency syndrome. Information on the Speaker.
You have been guided.
Information on the Speaker.
That when you want to bring such a motion,
I qualify information on the Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Uganda, what's your point of information?
Honorable Speaker, thank you. The two members who have just sat are partly just about they are badly dressed as if they are going for a parasol meeting.
So, Honorable Ahmed and Honorable Duke,
don't disinterest on the Speaker. Order Speaker. Order not properly dressed.
Order. Next order. I want to direct that the majority whip and the minority whip to make sure that you whip your members, because it is high time that we are not going to tolerate this scenario that a member is supposed to respond to a question, a member is supposed to move a motion, and they are not in the house.
And they don't engage.
So I want to direct that if members are not going to be present, members are not going to be responsible for the departments. So the whips, you do your work, you realign the committees, and have people who are ready to work.
Today, Honorable Speaker,
so the little majority and the two whips, that is the majority whip and the minority whip, you make sure that the next sitting, the report is here to make sure that the departments respond. Thank you. Honorable Majority Whip.
Apologies, Mr. Speaker, but I want to believe that, Mr. Speaker, as you've directed, we will follow it up. And I think I told you, sir, that they have gone to correct the response since the CECs are not ready to also facilitate the response to us. But you've guided, sir, and we'll do as per the way you've guided. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I think implementation and PEC, even the report was presented in the House Business Committee, but the order paper has already been captured. So we have received their apologies. But I have to move this case. No, resume your seat. You are on a point of inquiry. And what's your point of information, Honorable Majority Whip?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm also involved in the inquiry that Honorable Abel wanted to make, but I want to, as the whip of those chairs, Mr. Speaker, I've been informed that, and I'm sorry I was late to inform you in the office, that the Honorable chairs are away for the reports that Honorable Abel is required to have maybe heard in this Honorable House this morning, Mr. Speaker, is that the department concerned, Mr. Speaker, have not submitted the response back to the chairs so that the chairs can read them in this Honorable House, Mr. Speaker. So at this point in the time, I want to assure the House that the delayance came from the executive side, Mr. Speaker, and that is why we've not had the responses, sir. So I'll wish that the next sitting when we'll be having, Mr. Speaker, apart from the day-to-day, Mr. Speaker, maybe today at 2, we may not be in a position of maybe getting the response and the committee going through the response. So let it be the next sitting when we'll be having a session, so that that's when we'll be expecting to have the responses back to this Honorable House, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you for your information. Honorable Midariach.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise to add to what my colleague Chief Whip has said. Mr. Speaker, regarding the response on roads, I'm a member of the roads committee, and I want to inform this House and the Honourable Member Abel Mose that we indeed are having difficulties in getting information from the executive. A lot of difficulties. I remember, Mr. Speaker, you accompanied us to NYAMIRA last week on Thursday to assess the amount of work that has been done so far regarding the machines. We were at NYAMIRA. We went through the work. Mr. Speaker, you can support me that a lot of work is being done on the ground, but there are a lot of teething challenges in this program. But again, of importance is that as a committee, we are having challenges in getting information that we need to furnish this House. The executive, specifically the Department of Roads, is not cooperating fully with us. So, and again, I'm sure my chairman, who was in this House in the morning, has gone back to the Department of Roads in an attempt to get more information for an enriched response to this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.